Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Wanakam. Nandrik. What an honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you, Salam. You have always been a great host. And on behalf of the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, the Honorable Ahmed Hussain, I'm pleased to be here among all of you to make some important announcements in regards to changes to the immigration. We are here to talk about reuniting our families. Reuniting families is one of the clear commitments and top priorities of the Government of Canada because we know that it helps all immigrants to build a successful life in Canada. And here we have the example of many of you who came here with your families and you are now integrating into the Canadian society and are contributing to our economy. When families are able to unite and stay together, it improves their integration into Canadian society, their economic outcomes, and their ability to contribute to their communities and to our great country. That's why we are changing the definition of the age of dependence for immigrant families from under 19 years of age to under 22 years of age. I think that's a big step to reunite our families. I'm a mother of a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. And I can really feel if in case I was migrating from Pakistan here and I had to leave my 19-year-old back home in Pakistan because he's not my dependent and I cannot take her, I can't imagine a life being successful here with my one son being in the other part of the world. So I think that's why we made this commitment. We heard about this during our campaign, and we made a commitment that we will make it easier for the families to reunite. And we have taken many steps in regards to that. We reduced the processing time for the spouses. We have increased the number of people who can come under the parents and the grandparents category. And now we are here to change the definition of the dependents from under 19 to under 22 years of age. That's a big step, and congratulations to all of you for being strong advocates and raising these concerns like during the last 2 years. This fulfills a key mandate commitment of the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Honorable Ahmed Hussain, and I want to thank him for doing an amazing job and representing the Canadians. The new regulatory change will apply to all new applications which are received by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada on or after October 24, 2017. The Minister has also approved a public policy that would enable parents who had existing applications in process on May 3rd, 2017, or all those who have applied since to add or sponsor some children. The new definition of age of dependence reflects the trend that children are staying at home with their parents longer, particularly those in post-secondary school for longer periods. Because there are situations when kids have to move for a longer duration to the post-secondary and they can't complete it at a particular age. So when immigrant families are able to stay together, their ability to work increase and they can make more meaningful contributions to their communities. Our government strongly believes that family reunification makes for a stronger Canada. That's why we will continue to meet our commitment to ensure that families are together for their benefit and for the benefit of the entire country. Raising the maximum age of dependence helps to support this commitment. Thanks very much, and thank you to all of you for being here, being part of this announcement. And we have a very special guest here. We would welcome him to Scarborough Centre, my colleague, Gary Anand Sangari, the Member of Parliament for Scarborough Rouge Park. I think many of you might be living in his riding, so let's give him a big hand, a Scarborough welcome. And I would request Gary to please come and say a few words, and after that we can take some questions from the media. Gary.
Thank you, Salma. Good morning, everyone. Salam, thank you for putting this together. I am absolutely delighted to be here on the traditional lands of the Mississaugas of the New Credit, and also at the Tamil Society of Canada, TSOC, an organization that's been serving the community for 39 years, since 1978. And I want to tell you a story. Now, you see the picture of the gentleman over there. That's my late father-in-law. And he was one of the founders of the organization. And the reason I say that is because when we talk about family reunification, that's the legacy that I stand here, because it is a result of family reunification. Over the years, when Tamil Nadu Society was advocating on immigration, since the early days, one of the major themes was family reunification. In 1983, when the riots broke out in Sri Lanka, the organization actually went to Ottawa and created what's called a special measures program at that time for Tamils, so they can bring their extended family to the country. And I can give you hundreds of examples of people who came as part of that category who are now incredible success stories in Canada. Family unity is essential for the country to develop. It's essential for those who've immigrated to this country to be able to feel safe and secure and be able to really develop their roots in a place like Canada. And that's why I'm so delighted that the minister has announced this extraordinary move to increase the age of dependency from 19 to 22. As you know, the reality is that even in Canada, kids stay longer with their families. Kids now are staying well into their 30s in some cases. And as you can imagine, for many countries, 19 is not an age where you say, well, you know, you're grown up, you're on your own. So this is a very, very important, significant move. And I really want to thank Minister Hussain for doing this, and it's again another platform commitment that we're very proud to deliver. And of course, as always, I'm delighted to be with my colleague Salma Zahid, who work very closely on many, many issues, and I'm very proud to call her a friend and a colleague. So with that, thank you very much, and Salma.
Thank you. We can take some questions.
Take some questions, yeah.
We work together on a lot of issues, and we are both on the Standing Committee of Citizenship and Immigrations. So we do a lot of studies in that committee together, and we are, as of a few weeks ago, we are both together on the Indigenous Affairs Standing Committee. So we do a lot of work together. We see each other a lot. So we can take some questions if there.
So we'll now take questions from the media. Questions will only be from the media. If you just identify which outlet you are with, and limit yourself to one question to start.
Yes.
Manu Yavar, Omni News. I'm just wondering if you could offer more clarity on the applications that have been filed from May to today, and how will processing times change due to taking in those applications?
So the applications which are under process as of May 3rd until like October 24th, the parents have the option to add their dependents to their application, and the fee for that will be $150 to add another dependent if they otherwise qualify to be part of the family reunification and come under that category. They can call CRC or go onto the portal and make the application in. If there are some permanent residents who have made their applications before that, that will be a separate thing. But those within the May 3rd to October 24th, they can add them. It might add because to the processing times, because the application, all the checks will have to be done for the new dependent also.
One more question.
You want to take the other one?
Are you guys doing in the future for the student visas, especially from Pakistan? There's a lot of problems going on with the student visas.
Visas, see, those we are working to reduce the processing times, and we are trying to make the processes better. It has to be a right application in the right field, and sometimes there are errors within the application. So we are working to make it more smoother and easier. And we want to encourage the international students here, and Minister has always talked about that we need good skills here, and it's a pathway to PR also. And there
is some kind of quota for any countries, certain visa have to be issued on the certain countries.
So right now, this year alone, this year alone, we've had a 42% increase in the applications of students coming to Canada to study. That's been a significant jump. A few things we've done on the student visa front. One is we've made it easier for those who come on student visas to be able to become permanent residents. So we've increased the points allocated as part of the express entry. That's been something we've had for about a year, and it's helped many of those students who've come here, studied here, and be able to live here in the long term. With respect to quotas, there are no quotas. This is really on a per application basis. And I've reviewed many student visa applications. Oftentimes there are minor because people don't necessarily have the expertise when they fill out the form in another country. They may not disclose everything. They may not provide supporting documents. And as an MP office, we all try to assist if there are issues that do come up. So on an individual basis, I think we can review applications. But as a general rule, we are in fact, we believe that education is very important. It's a very important tool for us to get new Canadians in, and we are encouraging that in every which way we can.
And we made an important change also that with Bill C6, I hope all of you are aware of Bill C6 changes, and we have made it easier for the students who want to go to the PR path, that they can count up to 1 year. For every day spent, half a day can be counted towards the time period for the permanent residency. So that also we introduced with Bill C6. It will make it easier for the international students to follow the pathway to PR. And up to 1 year, they can count the time which they have spent here as students in Canada towards their permanent residency period of 3 years.
Any other questions?
Thank you. We have some light refreshments arranged by TESOC. So please feel free to have some snacks or something. And thanks once again for coming.
Thank you.